Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh god. Mm. Everything taken care of. Have I retweeted enough porn on the timeline? What a silly question, Carl. There's never enough porn. Hold on. Somebody's being wrong about critical race theory. That's not the page. Okay. That should be everything. I've gotten in my kicking people in the dick about things they're wrong about. Now we can start. I think everything's good working. Test. Shit's still goddamn choppy. Okay. Oops. There it is. Okay. Working. Fucking hate how Restream doesn't work properly sometimes. I thought you were just gonna watch the stream on the side, but I guess you don't like delay. I'm trying to set things up. You're live, by the way.
Okay.
Where's my gum? There's my gum. Where's my other pack of gum? I only have one stick of gum. That's not fun. Okay, this fucking soundtrack is really loud, but it's also kind of okay. Like, it's really loud when you start the game.
I thought you were going to share the screen.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to be a good streamer, Jade. Trying to make sure I don't blow out everyone's eardrums. Also trying to make sure I don't accidentally leak something. Chat. Hello everyone. Hi. Discord. Press green. Yes. Why is Boyfriend Dungeon showing the screen for Discord? Actually, okay, there we go. That was a weird fucking bug. Every time I scrolled over to Boyfriend Dungeon, it was literally showing Discord. I'm like, I don't want to show people what I'm talking about. Now I'll never hear the end of that. So, this is Kit Fox's Boyfriend Dungeon. One of the first things I sat down and I did when I was looking at this was I looked at the settings. It is one of those progressive games. Like, Validate. But this one's actually not shitty. It's been baking.
I'll text you.
If what you want to call this baking. And it's on par with Hades, actually.
I'll text you.
They have
I'll text you.
voice acting in it.
I'll text
But
you.
then again, every single woke game has voice acting in it. But they actually have decent music. Things are designed somewhat competently. From what I've seen of gameplay examples, the gameplay is as advertised as it was when the game was originally being developed. And for the piss babies who are going to cry over themselves, it actually has a easy mode setting right there. Off and on button. There's no bitching and whining and crying saying it's not diverse enough for you. All the check marks have been checked. All the T's crossed, all the I's dotted. All the Q's curled. First thing you're introduced to is this shit. After an opening dialogue crawl. From what I can tell, from what you actually have as an inventory, because I haven't played a single fucking lick of it other than what I've physically have been shown from video tutorials and alphas and demos. It is 1 part visual novel, 1 part roguelike. Roguelike element is what made me look at it. But then I heard the other shit and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be shitty, isn't it? And then something stupid happened. Progressives, as they are, were bitching and whining, as they usually are, about video game difficulty. But one of the things that happened on Twitter, they were bitching about, let's get the window up, is, where is it? There it is. Okay, with swords. Is, they were crying, specifically, about, just had the fucking window open. Hold on. Let's use this one. They were bitching and whining about Kit Fox creating a video game about visual novels and dating, and they didn't do enough due diligence here. They weren't making it clear that it could have been seen as bad. Look at these people. Look at this. Look at this. The entire point of the game is it's a game about visual novel dating. Granted, motherfuckers turn into items and shit. But their words were, the content warning for Boyfriend Dungeon inadequately describes the events of stalking and emotional manipulation that exist in the story. We'll update in the game next week with a more accurate content warning. We apologize for any hurt inflicted by our mistake. Thank you for playing. Yes, that's very cowardly, but this is a great explainer and a perfect example of the actual bare minimum you have to do. Hey, we heard you. We did a thing. Thank you for playing the game. They didn't insult your intelligence. They didn't say, actually, we don't want chuds playing our game. They just said, we're sorry. We'll do better by this. Here's what's been done to fix it. And they're still crying. They're still whining. To the fact that the people of their own side, people right here, of their own side said, this thread makes it hard to resist going full 2016 and calling people snowflakes. It's flabbergasting. Honestly. Really? Seeing these replies, Christ, it's like people don't know how to interact with media that's supposed to feel uncomfortable sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, I don't know. I don't know how to help. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really torn right now because I played the game and loved it, especially so much control given to the player to avoid triggers. Oh, there's a lot of trigger warnings in this game. I got like 5 notification screams before the thing actually started. It would be really great if you could commit to giving the same option for this, even if it takes time to implement. Turning off content. Ooh, I love this. I loved this. I loved this answer when I read it. Turning off content that is not integral to the plot is one thing, but when it turns to the main plot and antagonist, it is something that they chose to write a story on. At that point, it is on the player if they are up to engaging with the story as a whole. They understand what the problem is. Let me fucking record this shit. Let me record this shit. I want to make sure that the next time that this argument comes up, I'm pulling this clip. Those of you who are watching on Twitch, please clip this for me. But I'm gonna fucking start recording it in here anyways. Are you watching something?
I'm playing Angry Birds and I'm like going through a fucking ad.
Great taste. From some goodies.
Oh.
John has to make us smile.
I'm not upset. I'm just. Oh my god, Jay. Oh. Oh. Well, let me stop that recording and start another one. Okay, so. They understand what the problem is. Okay? This is the thing that gets me fucking every single time we do this shit. Every single time. Especially the last time. It's always been 3 arguments at the same time, okay? We just want to have accessibility for the game. Why can't you consider how we feel? 2. What do you mean?
Okay, Carl. Here's the thing now.
Yes.
Why don't you just play the fucking game? Keep it on the same screen for 15 minutes. Just play the fucking game.
I am laying something out, woman. I'm doing my job.
No, just play the game. Just play it. You can do this person justice by just playing the damn game and having fun.
I intend on having fun, but I want to have fun and also make a point so that people can't say I didn't do the due diligence of doing research on a topic. I could do 5 things at once. But this is the problem. Like, how do I move? There we go. 1, we just want people to play the game. We just want it to be accessible. But 2, why can't I just turn this thing off? Why do I have to follow rules and play mechanics? Why can't I just remove it? What do you mean I can't just remove it? If you don't do that, you're being evil to me. They understand the problem. They understand that you just can't take shit out of the game. But they don't care. Except when it's supposed to be woke and diverse. Then when it's their pet peeve thing, then they immediately understand the problem. And it's like this every single time. I'm at least willing to play the game, but I'm not going to not address the fact that they got the shit. They get it. They are just pretending to be retarded. They're just pretending to be retarded. Okay, now I'm done.
Thank you.
I have to do my job. If I don't do the job that game journalists refuse to fucking do, because they can't even take the time to explain what the problem is, I don't have the ability to care anymore. We've lined a long, thin blade. The hilt fits nicely in your grip. A man's voice vibrates from the metal and up through your hand, making you jump.
You must be Jesse's friend. Hi, I'm Isaac.
I guess you must be Jesse's friend. Why do you have a sword in the middle of a mall?
It's called Boyfriend Dungeon. People transform into weapons.
That don't look like no fucking dungeon. Wait a minute. So that person is holding a person?
Yes. It helps if you think of it like a light novel. In this universe, there are people that can transform into weapons. And the people who can't transform into weapons are called wielders. And people get super intimate with people and can considerably be in a relationship with living animate objects.
So you can fuck yourself with a sword then?
Yes.
That's horrific. What the fuck?
I didn't come up with this concept.
I was hoping you would say no. Jesus.
Enchanté. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
Also, there's supposed to...
That actually sounds like you.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you were suave.
If I was suave. You understand I choose to speak up my vocal octave because I don't want to use my deep voice?
Why?
Because I don't want to.
But why? That's what you said.
Because I don't want to! I sound like a villain.
Yes, you sound... No, you know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna encourage you.
I know you're encouraging me. I just don't want to sound like a fucking villain. I get mad sometimes when I just speak like a normal human being. And someone says, "Oh my god, listen to that man. He sounds like Ganondorf." Come on, Carl. Do it again. Please. Perform on sketch for me.
Well, just don't downplay it so much.
It's every day of my life, Jay. I can't even say hello to people. Like, oh, fucking flirty. Bitch, I just wanted to have a refill.
But I'm indeed in a stock at times. Forgive
You
me
do
for
sound like
remaining
this
this
guy.
long for now.
Especially with the French.
I am so proud and or annoyed at you right now. I regret my decisions. I have immediately regretted my decisions. What if you were triggered by Crash Awake because a muscly restful dude bummed you? Do you know about Pokemon Platinum, Carl? Yes. Should game devs bend to the whims of every customer? No. Hell no. I am not owed a difficulty mode or hard mode, and other people who scum them for easy mode are not entitled to an easy mode. Neither character source and audience source in any use case have any responsibility, have any requirement, and have no power over any developer to ever demand something from them. It is one thing to be the developer that says this is what we wanted to do. It is another thing entirely to knock on the door or barge into the business of the company or of a developer or of a streamer or of any other normal player and tell them you must do these things this way. It doesn't matter if it was me, it doesn't matter if it's them. It's a matter of principle. If they cannot adhere to that principle, then they do not actually care about the game. They are just collecting it. It's the reason why they keep using Dark Souls and Soulsborne games as an example to argue from the basis of difficulty. And when people like myself tell them, no, you don't do that because you're destroying my ability to play the game, they say, no, you don't actually like that, you're just an elitist and you're using people as cudgels, while they themselves use other people as cudgels. I made a thread about that a couple of days ago, and like an hour ago.
You still haven't moved from that spot, Carl.
I'm answering the chat! I am answering the chat!
Oh, okay,
Take
I
some
didn't know.
effort to change shape.
What do you think I was
And I'd
reading?
rather focus on the lesson at hand.
This would help if you were watching the stream.
I'm watching you, like, it wouldn't matter! You're still in the same spot!
Well, if I click a button, he's gonna talk, and I don't want to talk over the voice acting. What am I supposed to answer the chat, Jay?
I didn't know you were in.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me give you one of the links to where I'm streaming from. You can
You go on for so long that I don't even realize that you're talking to somebody directly.
They're asking questions, and I'm just answering them as I see them. Worst off, I'm using Restream to do this. So I'm seeing questions from two places. Goddamn. We come to watch Carl play, but then we come to see him get fucking insulted by his friend. I came to watch Carl get abused by the game. I didn't come to see him get abused by his friends. That's the real game. I forgot what I was even saying. I'll come back to that in a second.
Your hand on my hilt is as good a handshake as any, after all.
Your hand on my bill.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, ooh, that seems way too sexual. Now I feel dirty.
Now, if you take a look around, you'll see we're in a mall.
Floating in dead space.
A dunge is a place you can confront your insecurities.
A what? A dunge. Oh, a dungeon?
A dunge.
I thought he just said a fucking Muslim word.
Your hand
Here,
on my
your own
hilt.
psychology will create monsters to fight. I chose the mall because most people have fears that easily manifest here.
What?
Yes. Like fear of
What?
fat people at the food court.
Okay, so the fat monster in a food court gonna pop out then?
I don't know.
It depends on the person. Strangers, inadequacy, sterility, poverty.
Okay, first off, why would I have fears of sterility at the mall? Ah, damn! I was gonna go into that Victoria's Secret for my wife, but then I thought, I can't get my dick card.
Flaccid dicks should act.
I mean, that's just what happens. You shouldn't have gone to the Victoria's Secret. Should have gone to the Macy's. Pick a new perfume set. Maybe buy some more throw pillows for the couch that you never sit on.
Everyone's afraid of something. Let's go ahead and look around. Let's see if we can find any monsters to fight.
Lots of dicks, fat people. Come on. If there's none, where you got fresh.
My God, Dave. I have to take my gum out for that.
Your hand, my hilt. Oh, the sexual harassment you can handle.
I thought that was the game. That was the game.
See, y'all forget that I'm a voice actor. Is the voice acting good, though? Well, you tell me, Black Cat. Does COD have a trigger warning for veterans? No, it doesn't. And that's actually a good point. All these ridiculous sentences are on point. Does Mario have trigger
Let's
warnings?
go ahead and look around. How come we haven't looked around yet, Carl?
Because I'm reading the chat, Jay.
Oh.
Let me be a good streamer. Mario trigger for Groomers and Koopas. Mamma mia, trigger warning. I'm about to curb stomp some Goomba ass. I'm British, but every time I visit Florida, the food courts are the highlight. Multiplayer Carl, please lead the chart. Monsters to fight, aka sexual opportunities. That's it. Light attack. Heavy attack. Dodge roll. I already miss you. Who? Verona Beach is a big city. It can be dangerous. Who are you? Mysterious texts? Is that a fucking cell phone?
Oh my God.
Hmm?
Your form is rough.
After 20 years of practice, I better have something to show for it. Yes. Practice. That's what that is. Let's talk about that monster. It came from inside your mind. It came from... I can just remove one word from that sentence and I can make it so much worse. I started going to the dungeon. Please stop calling it dunge.
Dunge.
When I first started going to the dungeon as a wielder, I fought a lot of trucks. Trucks? I don't even hate trucks, and yet they manifested. They were monsters, pickup trucks, dump trucks, even cement grinders. Oh, there's a joke in there somewhere. Because I had some issues around masculinity and boyhood, probably from my father. Eventually I worked through that and I killed a boss monster truck. It felt good. Did you come when you did it? And the point is that your phone monster could mean a few things. Maybe if your connections to people and intimacy.
Hmm?
Maybe you fear helplessness, crawling like a worm the way it did. Okay, worms don't have teeth, and they don't jump and bite. We'll figure out. We'll figure out the deeper. Well, we'll figure it out the deeper we explore into the dungeon.
Go. What if we die?
We'll just go as deep as we can today. If we get too tired and collapse, that's okay. Oh, this dialogue is so exploitable. We'll still get to keep any treasure we find. To avoid fainting, look for beverages, tea, coffee, that sort of thing. Keeps your spirits up. Also keeps the drama up. You can hold up to 3 at a time and use them whenever you need them. One last observation. Oh, whoa. Thank you, Crab Cakes.
Is also part of my job.
Thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Thank you for gifting.
You're still not moving.
I was free. I'm not even. Am I not allowed to thank people for giving me money?
You can chat and like do the thing at the same time.
I have to actually tab out to do this with fucking Restream. Actually,
Oh Lord, why don't you have OBS?
I do have OBS.
You know you can, if you can pop out the chat and get the link, you can put it in OBS and see the chat from there.
Jay, how do you think that I look at OBS?
Like, I don't know.
I will show you what I look at. This is my OBS screen. This is what I can see when I have the game on full screen. I have to tab out to look at OBS. And I just realized they can't see the dialogue.
I forget you don't have two screens like me.
No, I don't have two screens like you.
What's on the laptop? Not because like I have two monitors. So it's not. I'm not an elitist.
You say, as you heckle me. I swear, I don't abuse him like this, chat. I just can't. Damn, Jay got the double monitor. Yeah, her mom lets her have 2 monitors.
It's not 2 monitors, it's my laptop and my monitor.
Try to fucking make my shit work because my laptop has not been working today. It keeps overheating. One last observation. You can use the power of magazines in combat. Push the zine button to use your dragon zine and breathe fire. You can find a new zine, or even make your own.
A magazine?
Yes.
Oh.
Be sure not to always rely on them as their use is limited.
Right.
So be brave and let's fight as best we can. Together, we can overcome anything. Anything.
Oh my god, we're gonna be in the same spot for another. Okay.
I'm literally trying to get the other screen on. And watch out for pickpockets. Who are these people? Who's texting me? Oh, this character called Mom.
This character called Mom. Maybe it's your fucking mom.
There was a message at the beginning of the game that said you will occasionally get messages from a character called Mom. And if you don't like these messages, you can turn them off. I forgot that happened because I already started a file. So this is like them doing like a simulation of what they did with Depression Quest, but actually not shit. Now I'm just imagining this is my mother. Yeah, that's an appropriate amount of text messages she usually sends me.
Watch out for pickpockets and bring me home some ice cream.
Yes, exactly. Destructibles. Money. Chump change. The movement seems and feels kind of okay. It can be used with WADs or with a controller, but I still haven't found a good controller to replace the ones I usually use. So that's like, whatever. Okay, I have the chat up on the side screen now, but it's still iffy. It's a problem with Restream. Because of the way that it functions, it has to use a bot to deliver the messages from one to the other. So if I don't tab out and I don't look directly at my main chat, if somebody says something in YouTube and it's not translated or it's not carried over, I can't see it. This is actually something you can help with since you now can see the chats. You can respond to people. Why don't you be helpful? They're just harassing me. Oh. Big button. Sword. How did that get here? Ooh, it's red. The hilt is cool, almost to the touch, but it quickly warms under your hand.
Stick it up your ass, I dare you.
What the hell prompted that?
What?
You didn't just hear what you said?
Look at what it says. That the hilt is cool, almost cool to the touch, but it quickly warms up under your hand. Clearly, they want you to stick these things in your ass.
Don't tempt the game journalist, okay? The blade begins to transform. I bet it's gonna transform into a really hot guy. Called it.
Whoa. Well, hello, you two. Name's Sunder.
Oh, look. It's a sexy Arab.
Isaac Brooks. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Unusual to be here without a wielder, no?
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not really sure how I got here.
I was in my bedroom and I asked to be tied up and blindfolded. Next thing I realized I was chained inside of a safe.
Last thing I remember is someone in a cloak, chanting. And now I'm all dinged up.
See, that's why you don't go to gay bars on the south side of town.
I must have made someone really angry if they abducted me and chipped me, whoever they are.
Okay, so you say chipped though, but you look fine. Unless... Dun dun dun.
But my luck is turning around because here you are.
Mother, you were just inside of a safe. And assuming my character is anything other than a Mephaidi, you're flirting with a sword and a non-character specific fucking amoeba. You were just in danger. Perspective.
I didn't think anyone like you would be in the dungeon.
Oh my god. Dunge is not gonna be a thing. Stop trying to make Dunge a thing.
Oh, if you're into it. Maybe we can go on a date later. Would that be okay?
Are you more sword or man?
Both. Don't tell me you're obsessed with body binaries.
Body binaries. Body binaries.
Turns out there's very few mutual exclusivities out there in the world. If we fight together, I'll protect you. All in, no matter the shape of this body.
Oh, okay. Slow it the fuck down, Sunder. I need Sunder, not Smolder, alright? Keep it in your fucking sheath.
Maybe together we can figure out how I got down here. I mean, who would leave me here and not keep me in their embrace forever, right?
Oh. And yet, this is still better than fucking Dream Daddies.
Plenty of people are jealous of this physique, so could be anyone, really. Now I'll just cut my way out of here while you two finish up your run. Here's my number. I'll text you.
Damage Place saunters away, seeming almost to dance. I'm just imagining the fucking gay sword fucking smoltzing around back and forth.
He was knocked out, damaged, and imprisoned here? Weapon forms heal quickly, as they are made from our spirits more than our bodies.
So, by that logic, I could break someone? Quick! Somebody tell my artist friends get on that immediately!
That's so gang.
Huh?
The sword talking.
Yes.
Still, this is serious. I'll report our findings to the authorities. I hope the abductor can be caught. Let's keep our eye out for any other victims as we explore the dunge.
Are you gonna be okay, Jay? Did the game break your spirit? That was supposed to be my job! Sword slave. Built-in submissive. Oh my god, it's hitting me. Well, so many at once. Yes. Okay. So it's basically like charges of mana. And I'm dead. That really just came the fuck out of nowhere. From whatever level I was before to hobbyist. Isaac the Stock. Love rank maxed out to 0. Wait for date invitation. Enemies slain. So we have TV, CRT televisions with tentacles and snake-like cell phones.
Critical race theory televisions.
And I get drive home in a fucking ambulance. Ooh. That person's gonna have a lot of fucking bills. Oh, the amount of fucking money that it costs to actually call a fucking paramedic ambulance. Calling the ambulance, getting taken back to the hospital in one. Literally, just have somebody shoot you and drive you in their car.
You're bone
That
tied.
concludes our first lesson. Would you mind releasing me?
Do I have to?
I'm afraid so. Until our next lesson, anyhow.
Shut up! You mouth your sword!
Oh! Give me a case of the sweaty vapors. The blade begins to transform, and it's a black man! And he reads! And he drinks fine wine.
Truly, enchanté.
Okay, I'm upset because now he actually does look like me if I shave and cut my hair. Don't you say a fucking word. I don't want to hear a damn word out of you.
It was a pleasure to train with you. Thank you. But I must get back to work. If I may say, your fencing style is rough, but has unusual potential.
Every single line is just oversexed as hell. Just every single one. I can't hear you. All I heard was.
If you're interested in refining your form, come by my office. I have the gear necessary for lessons.
It's in my playroom.
I feel like I can't hear you because of the game volume. There.
We still have no leads on finding the source of your insecurities that form these monsters.
Your voice keeps cutting in and out. I can't understand. Fix your microphone, bitch.
You're on my phone microphone. Working.
Sword slave, built-in submissive tendencies, breed ready. Call my therapist. Can't tell him he's a rich man. Every line is oversexed, just like the player.
So feel free to call upon me in the future. when you need a dungeon delving partner.
The dungeon delving part.
When I have to dive right into the darkness, and I have no lube, you can call on me.
Until next time, then.
With a small bow, he strides away.
I know you heard that joke.
I did not hear that joke. Is that your sister?
Oh,
It's like I'm hearing two different sources because you cut in and out, and then it's like the mumbling is off the fucking microphone and shit.
what the fuck is?
I don't know. Blame fucking Discord. Dear Kim, I am available for lessons. Did you make it into the dungeon? I'll provide equipment at my offices. Brooks Associates. Report in, soldier. Did you get laid? I have to pick voices for all these people. If you wish. Sincerely, Isaac. It's not a letter. I must study the vernacular of texts. Perhaps you can instruct me at our meeting. Looking forward to it. Mr. Frog.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to buy really fruity bandanas for no reason.
Okay, first off, I sweat like a motherfucker. Okay? Because if I don't buy the sweatband and if I don't wear it, it's gonna fucking soak in my eyes and then I'm gonna be blind. Have you ever gone full speed down a hill with no control of what's happening and you can't see where you're going?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Yeah, and I experienced that the opposite direction last night. I'm still certain that dude's still there, by the way.
Nah, he's a crackhead. They migrate fairly quickly.
I have no fucking clue. At this side of town, that's the only bridge that actually has a decent amount of air current. It's facing away from the fucking wind, because that's south from the fucking wind that's north. Did a fucking blanket kind of snuggle there for a bit? Although, it's weird that they chose that particular bridge, because usually there's a lot of police that go through there. He was really stuck up underneath the fucking underpass. You didn't tell me he was hot. Mission complete, sir. I met the sword man. I wonder what they say if you give horny replies. Yet somehow you figured it out on your own. So how did it go? Wait, don't answer that. Let's talk in person. You fat, slovenly mother... Thirsty! 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 And you still can't craft. And then this man pounds on my door.
Hey, cuz. I heard you,
Pounds on your ass.
And he's
Oh, not this guy.
We found another sword, too.
2 swords in one day. What are the odds?
I know.
Wow. To one day.
I was looking for cosmic horror, but turns out I'm a cosmic whore.
That's gonna cost double the rectal trauma. Awesome.
Anyway, I'm glad it worked out.
Isaac said you might be afraid of technology or change. Either way, I trust you'll work on it together. Wait, the monsters are the player's insecurities? Why was that man in a box, though? Another insecurity? Yes, he was insecure that people wouldn't be able to see his hot ribbing abs. YouTube, Sunder is a himbo. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Sweat and buying this game, it freaking sucks. Absolutely. Even if you're not into him, it's good practice being normal, alone with a handsome stranger. I feel like sometimes that's not okay. Because, like, yes, sometimes it's good to go out and just go on a date and be normal, but just being alone, making it normalized to be with pretty people who may or may not be secure with you, I wouldn't say that's good practice. It's practice. You know, because they might assault you. Game. In case, you know, you might get nervous at all about the idea of dating. Not nervous. I'm not nervous. As you
Wearing weed shorts.
No, palm trees.
Oh.
As you open your mouth, it's the city that this story takes place in is like California, but not gay. When I say gay,
What
what I
part
mean-
of California isn't gay
well, when I
in
say
some way, shape, or form?
when I say gay, I don't mean the way people usually say gay. I mean the early aughts, 90s way of saying gay, like not lame.
Yeah, I know.
Although there's one part of that, and I think it's fucking Napa Valley, actually. It's more snooty than it is gay. When you have that much money, you can be whatever the hell you want. As you open your mouth to speak, your tongue feels dry as a desert. You fall silent.
Ah,
Nerves are that bad, huh? At least you gain a bit of confidence. But what if I just have dry mouth? Lucky you, I went to high school with a guy that runs a sword shop, and he's single. But I don't need you to set me up! At least that's what Eric's online profile says. I haven't seen him in person in years. Stalker. If you're the only guy in town who knows more about swords than Isaac.
I bet he does.
But I have his number. Pokes the
Aha.
phone. There you go. He's free for coffee tomorrow. Are you in? What does he look like? He's tall, thin, sharp dresser, blonde. Not an Elephant Man situation. Besides, it's just for practice. Oh, okay. Who cares? So you'll go, right? Do I have a
No.
choice? No, you don't. Great. Being
Why?
forced into choices. Why?
Sex slavery.
Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., he'll be at Kix, the cafe just down the street. Remember, it's just coffee. Talk about dungeons. Get
Deep
to know
throating.
him. Summer won't last forever, and you gotta meet new people sometime. So let's role play it as. Oh no, 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 not with you, buddy. I'm so sorry, buddy.
You Ugmo.
This is supposed to be your cousin, and the literal first thing that actually happens in the first dialogue, it's like, bro, I just got here. Are you hitting on me? He's like, no, you're my cousin. I have a little bit of respect. Just made the Scooby face. All right, you just entered the cafe. I'm Eric, and I'm sitting here waiting for you. What do you say? Date time. Really? What's you going with? Wow, no, I just wanted to piss you off. I wanted to see what you was gonna say, game. Next time, try something like hello or I'm Kim. This might be more work than I thought, but that's okay. You'll do fine. Practice makes perfect.
see ya.
Good luck tomorrow, cuz Jesse leaves. You have a few extra hours. How will you spend the evening? I would like to browse the internet. Catch up on the news.
I'll play an RPG for hours talking to myself.
Yes! Absolutely! Looks like everybody's angry about something. Get bored and do a little bit of social media research on Eric. So stalking, Eric. You don't see much about his personal life, but you find his weapon shop. It looks like his shop is called Naked Steel, and it has 2 ratings.
Oh, Naked Steel, of course.
One rating says the owner is a real expert, good prices and service, 5 stars. Another rating says Naked Steel, not a porn store, no porn at all. Anyway, Stand Blade Generation, 1 star. Okay, that's a funny joke. Oh, that's actually funny. Eventually, you'll log off and go to bed feeling more prepared. You wake up paralyzed with a deep, inexplicable fear. Morningwood! Today will be your first date. For the rest of your life. What if you're not even sure what you're afraid of, but it feels like you can't breathe? Count to 10. You slowly count, focusing your thoughts. Eventually, you feel a bit better. You get up and walk down to the coffee shop.
Welcome to Kicks.
I wouldn't say this is quite art-ho-ish. I think the man in the corner is waiting for you. You look around and see someone waving at you.
You're Jesse's cousin, right? I'm Eric.
That is a twink.
I work for. Oh my god! I work for Starfleet.
That is a twink, and nobody can tell me different.
Now tell me everything you know about swords. Do you prefer one or two-handed?
Two-handed?
I sometimes like the speed of one-handed weapons, but it's a rough to use the heft of two hands.
I didn't even say anything!
Not you, the game! It's fucking dialogue!
He waggles his eyebrows playfully. Motherfucker said, ding!
Jesse said you're a dungeon crawling type, so I thought I'd offer my help finding a weapon.
You like anal? I heard you like anal.
Oh god, can you become a weapon? Nah, that's not really for me. Totally cool if you're into it. That didn't answer my question, bruh. But my shop sells only pure steel. Some imported, some made on site. Maybe I could give a discount to a fairly enthusiast who'd give my blades a good home. You seem like the kind of person who appreciates fine craftsmanship. So you're a smith.
Exactly.
I take raw, dirty hunks of metal, and with finesse and strength, I turn them into art. Okay, I don't want to learn about how you turn tricks on the street at the local bodega. Try anyways, I'm still learning. Video tutorials can only teach you so much, you know? That is a lie. Everybody loves Man of Steel. Maybe someday I'll make something beautiful enough for you to wield. Are you blushing? You blushing because you want to have an offer to let me hold your steel? Eric? Now, here's a gift for feral arts and crafts type. You can do something with these. You found a plastic. A modern miracle. White women would
We need to find a rubber.
The white women would buy these for miles and transform them into the biggest bad dragons you could ever see. You find bracelets recipe. Check it out at your local workbench. Not like the recipes for the bracelets we had back in the 90s. Those had colors. Like pink and green, meaning how deep you could go down on a guy. It was baller. Think you can make something out of this stuff. Anyways, I should be getting back to the shop. Wanna go on a proper date sometime? Maybe I need some frivolity in my life. I'd enjoy that. Excellent. If you need a weapon, maybe I'll see you soon again. Ciao. I have to figure out a fucking voice for Eric. I kind of just want to use the voice I usually use for fucking short and nerdy types.
Like your voice?
No. Also, fuck you. Carl, this game is too gay for me. Evan, we haven't even nearly gotten gay enough yet. Eric leaves. You head home. Dragons galore. Let me leave the window. Crafting. Bracelets recipe. We made an item. Wait for a gift opportunity to give it to someone special. Yay! Coaxing love out of people with monetary gifts. Just like Grandma used to make. And then they have all these fucking clothing options, but I couldn't be bothered. I will say, from a gameplay standard, it is good that they give you the choice to change your model. That's all I will say here. So let me go ahead and dress myself like a 90s b-boy. And that skin color. And this. This hat's too big.
Where's the bandanas?
Carl. Exactly. Where are the bandanas? Oh, you thought I was going to agree with you? Let's go with this. Messages. He was texting me right over. You did it! You went on a date, sort of. How did it go? We have She Sparkles and shit. She Sparkles. Wait, really? I mean, I'm happy for you, but you still have most of the summer left. Meet more people before you propose. You're now infinitely more date experienced than you were yesterday. Plus, I'll find you another date venture soon. I want to date weapons. What about Isaac? What about Eric? I want to date weapons.
Weapons?
I'll see what I can do. I promised your mom I would help after all. So I'm gonna help you find someone nice. Chill and dunge for now. Or use the crafting table I left in the apartment. You can get supplies and crafts and clothes and other stuff from shops around town too. I'll let you know when your next date setup is. And then Sunder said,
You like dancing?
yeah.
Yes. Come to the club, Rosa, in the VIP lounge.
I'll be there.
Okay, cool. Me too. Just tell the bouncer you with me.
You ever watch The Proud Family?
Yeah.
Remember that Spanish grandpa that would say all of his dialogue in Spanish and then start laughing like a maniac?
Yeah.
That's what I imagine every single time this motherfucker leaves a rose and a fucking emoji. Yeah, I want to explore. So we have Brooks Associates, where we have Isaac. And then we have the club, where we can go to
Sunda.
Then there's this shit over here, and another shop over there. Champion Athleisure. And then this fucking town in a grid system. And then a beach. If this is designed after what I think it's designed after, this is actually based on Van Nuys. It reminds me of Van Nuys, but it could also just be a nondescript town.
Somebody stop that Afro giant running down the street to go fucking sword.
Oh my god! No! It's the Ryan of the tall, horny giant! Stop it! Stop it before he gets to the pole arm! He'll take down half the block with his cum! The soundtrack, though. I would be remiss if I did not say the soundtrack, the main song itself, and the aesthetic of, like, the lo-fi is not a bop. It very much is comfortable. Most soundtracks annoy the piss out of me. This one does not.
It's like music from Sears, like when you're at the mall.
Technically, yes. Elevator music. But but this is what the audience that would like this game would like. It just so happens to be that I also like lo-fi. Over the years, people really just they glom onto music trends because music trends become popular and then they want to be on the popular thing too. Lo-fi is not the problem. It's the people who went from, oh my god, my uke is my life, to being like, oh my god, I drink coffee in Starbucks and all I ever do is bitch about politics and I just want the aesthetic. Those people make music that I listen to extremely more annoying than anything else. And of course, there is, I guess, where they're putting the clothing. They are making me buy clothes. Why are you making me buy clothes? Why can't you just be commies and give it to me? Fucking capitalists! It's in El Granado. Oh, it is a movie theater. Well, that's a shout out to a completely different game. The Shrouded Isle, Lucifer Within Us, Moon Hunters, The Shrouded Isle. You approached the historic El Graneno Theater, and I didn't read the rest of that. El Graneno. Opera tickets. They're about an Italian opera about doomed lovers. Concert tickets. They're for an up-and-coming duo called Marksky and McQueen. That's pretty okay when it comes to fucking concert tickets if you're paying only $40 per one. Although, for opera tickets, that's kind of actually overly expensive. It depends about what opera it is, though. Technically, you should charge more if this is supposed to be about Carmen. If you leave, you notice the Los Angeles Ballet Company is visiting later this summer. Okay, but is that information going to be useful later? Weapon info. No weapon info. My fucking gifts of fucking scumbaggery. Inventory. Okay, so. Do I go fuck the Latin guy? Or do I try to go give head to the black guy? Also, can I just go to the mall without them? No, I can't. I have to go on a date with them. Who should I pick? Jay, who should I pick?
Try the black guy so I can make more you jokes.
Oh, is that all it's about? You just want to make fun of me all the time? Hmm? Is that what our friendship is based on?
Yes.
Based. This is coming from a bisexual Carl. I can vibe with Sunder just on account of dancing. Then my boner dropped at the club. That's a very strange sentence to phrase, Deus. Music is always way too loud with the same freaking song. Dance hall over club every day. Oh no, it's Michael Jackson! You stopped at Isaac's office. You stopped at Isaac's office by his... You're stopped. I hate dyslexia. You're stopped at Isaac's office by his assistant. Excuse me, do you have an appointment with Mr. Brooks? I think so.
Well, hello.
Carl, you made it. Christine, Carl is always welcome here. And he just fucking joffles my fucking hair. Rambunctious little scamp. Reminds me of him at his age. Yes, Mr. Brooks. It's good to see you. I was hoping you'd take up my offer. And then my cock. Nobody can make jokes about myself better than me, Jay. Nobody! Let's begin. Do you prefer soil, saber, or EP?
EP sounds like pee-pee, so I'll take that.
Yes, it's a long, thin... It is a long, thin blade. See, you thought you were making it. You thought you were making a joke, but you're just describing French weaponry. French weaponry is
a long, thin sword. This sounds like you.
I am thick. I am thick in the middle. Also, I appreciate the compliment.
It wasn't like thin is not good.
Considering I already know what I look like and you know what I look like and we both know what each other looks like, yes, that is a compliment. It means you're pissing me off on purpose. The smarter thing to do would just not be rising to your bars, but that's not as comically funny. Who likes it when the fucking streamer gets harassed by their friends and they don't say anything? That's not funny. Grab a couple fucking cans of Arizona. So you wish you were stronger. Perhaps took up more space.
I wish you took up more space in a vagina. You spaghetti string motherfucker.
I'll have you know, I am girthy.
It's like rattling a triangle, like dinner bell. There's no traction. There's no friction. It's like pushing a rope up a hill.
Again, fuck you. Oh, saber is the best fencing weapon tool. Changed my mind. Longsword's my jam, though. He shrugs on his fencing gear with practiced ease. It'd be a lot funnier if he just undid his clothes and he was already wearing his fencing outfit underneath it.
What? You don't always wear your fencing outfit under your clothes?
You'll be wondering what I have underneath this. The trick is it's nothing. Now, stand up straight with your blade out towards my heart. Oh, that's easy. I do that every day. Turn to... Technically, he's trying to teach them how to fence. Turn to me and regards from the side, over your shoulder and your hip. So technically, what that looks like... Hold on. Camera. So technically, what that looks like... Where's the bow staff? Hold on, I'm getting my bow staff.
Bow staff?
Well, you don't know what a bow staff is?
I said, why do you have one?
Okay, so basically, the way that you fence is that it's a sport where you try to hit the body without exposing as much of your body. So,
Please tell me you're not in front of your camera with a bow staff right now.
Shut your fucking You stand from the side, and you plie your feet. Like so. You stand to the side, and try to expose as little of your profile as possible. And when he says, regard him, it means draw your weapon up to your side, and face forward out, like this. Like you're about to fucking start crip dancing and shit. It's actually extremely hard to do. Because if you've never done that before, you're gonna fall over the first time you try it. I know, because I fell over the first time I tried it. Your hips, it's not normal for your hips if you've never done it before. I done fucked my camera all the way up.
You got just swinging a bow staff around, of course.
I am a martial artist. I have weapons. Someone's gonna clip that. Camera's gonna clip the shit out of me. What is so funny?
So when you said, when you were arguing with your mother and you were like, there are no mushrooms. Imagine you doing bow staff shit and some kind of fucking samurai outfit. Except that there are no mushrooms. Oh.
Kung Fu Carl. Carl, I have my hands. Bow staff? No, not bow as in B-O-W. Bow. B-O hyphen staff. Bow staff. Or just bow staff normal. If you ever played Soul Calibur, it's like Keeley crab cakes. God damn it, my glasses came undone again. I gotta get this fucking shit replaced. Okay. This is the on guard stance. You're quite literally on guard. You will begin with the basic movement. Looking into my eyes, advance towards me. Front foot, then back foot. Step forward, lunge forward.
Oh?
Hey, one step at a time. This is an anger management class. Please be patient. Trust me. Now, in foil, you can only score by hitting the torso. In saber, the upper body. In the dungeons, you don't need to score points with any judges. I suppose that means we should do EP rules. Any hits count. Let's try a lunge attack, like the one you attempted earlier. Extend your front leg with all your weight, keeping your front foot flat. No bent ankle. You lunge heavily forward, feeling a little awkward. Not bad. You have talent. Love rank 1. Riposte. Holding roll lets you counterattack if you just use before an incoming attack. Okay, this is an interesting weapon system. Love ranks effectively are weapon levels. And by the look of these spaces, every second weapon level, starting from 1, has 2 side options that are customary to the way you can play the character. And every other rank has a single option, which means this is the core basis of this weapon's gameplay. So he's an evasive counter-attacking weapon. That's unique because that means every weapon has a different play style and a different play type and different applicable mechanics. It'd be more interesting if it was more Dark Souls-like, where the choices and the options are based around the actual weapon's playstyle and the restrictions and limitations. But I guess this is a good way to apply it, because having started out using him, it's very much not able to really handle multiple targets. There's too much. The stabbing motion doesn't allow for manipulation. But if this allows me to counterattack and the 0th level doesn't have these stats, then it means every single weapon's style has to be unlocked through levels. That's not a bad game loop, but it is gonna feel like dog shit when they're stumbling around for the first time, especially if you won't let them explore. That's the other thing that annoys me. It's not letting me explore shit. Oh, it seems we reached a new level of understanding. So now you can parry with me. Imagine if relationships were like video game levels. That must be why most men can't figure out how to make women orgasm. They don't have enough experience levels. No. More importantly, nothing? Not a single reaction from you.
What?
You didn't hear anything I just said, did you?
I'm really into Angry Birds right now.
Okay. I said that must be why most men can't figure out how to make women orgasm. They don't have enough experience levels. Again, nothing. Okay.
Bars, homie.
The more time we spend together, the better we'll be able to fight together. Well, in black people, that's more like the more time we spend together, the more we'll be fighting. Period. This means something different to each weapon, but for me, parrying is a friends-only maneuver. What, you don't let your friends parry you all the time? To parry in the dungeon, just hold dodge before the enemy attacks to automatically counter. Okay, so that's a very beginner-friendly method. It's not based on timing. Although that's kind of meh. There should be a very obvious open window where you can parry enemies' attacks. Also check out our parry and the combo details of your phone later. But for now, shall we take a break? He loosens his gloves and removes his fencing jacket, and he's completely naked.
What?
That's what would happen in a good game. If you'd like to keep training with me, perhaps you should get to know each other better. Where are you from? Upstate, wine country, or wine country as I call it. Too much wealth up there, not enough sense. I moved here some years ago to form an investment firm, and I made a name for myself. What about you? You're a dashing dunge hero now, right? What do your parents think about your dangerous profession? Do they approve? Mom always supports me. Dungeons are a family tradition. We just go to the dungeon together. Mom would pick up loose strangers and start cleaving them apart on serial murdering sprees. Dad would go pick up teenage girls that were nunchucks and beat the shit out of all his personal friends. It was a very healthy experience. Yeah.
Oh dear. Don't tell me I've fallen in with a Templar Knight again.
I'm just imagining that Templar Knight in this universe is their version of evil Nazi. I would have fucked a whole lot of women and men by now. That's a very strange thing to say, Evan. Very strange thing to say. Crickets. Yeah, Jay doesn't always laugh at my jokes. I would have... Yeah,
Because they're not always funny.
I know. Sometimes they're just funny to me. Because I'm just funny looking. I only narrowly escaped their clutches the last time. Wow, okay, that was a joke I didn't expect to be true. So that is what they were going for. I do prefer life on the straight and narrow. There's a knock at the door. 1 minute, please. Isaac, what are you doing? Who is this? Shouldn't you be working? I said 1 minute, please. You can wait in the lobby. I'm busy talking to my new gay friend. So you're just gonna keep a guest waiting while you fuff about? Yes!
Oh.
Vincent, you're 20 minutes early for our appointment. I thought I might have some priority in the life of my only child. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Brooks. Hi, I'm Carl. I'm sure. Meeting me is probably the highlight of the week. Now hold on a minute, motherfucker. I don't even know you like that. I'm terribly sorry, Carl. It seems I am occupied. I'll text you to set up our next appointment. You're texting now? What's next in your slumming schedule? Will you drink water from plastic bottles too? Horrifying. Are there any depths you won't stoop to? You gay bastard!
You cantankerous coon!
You slip out the door. Do I leave or do I eavesdrop? I'm a nosy motherfucker. Let's eavesdrop. You hear Vincent yelling about having low standards and making disgraceful choices. My son is a whore! Isaac responds too quietly for you to hear. You head home. Hey. Sorry we were interrupted. Honey, I know you've always been afraid of change. I'm really glad Jesse introduced us. But do you care for business talk? And I'm glad you're facing your fears. I believe in you. More importantly, can I go see this motherfucker at the club? But Jesse says you're fighting monsters? Yeah, because Jesse's got a big ass mouth. Ah. I'm leaving and I'm going to the club now. Okay, so I can do multiples. I'd hoped you'd pick the less dangerous career. So I can go into the dungeon now. And I can only go with the people who I have accessible, I guess? Like Cobra Wrestling, or... Wait, what was that second one? Like Cobra Wrestling, or wreck diving? What the fuck is wreck diving? I have healthcare. No, I don't. I don't have healthcare till the 24th. That's no reason to take more risks. If something happened to you, I don't know what I'd do. Of course, I support you, no matter what, but be safe. I will. Thank you. Let you know when Jackson 8 is set up. Do you care for business talk? I love it. I don't mind it.
Perhaps I'll advise you when I'm next audited. Then, I'm not a fan myself. Maybe I'll explain how I got into this someday. Okay. I didn't ask you to tell me about your money, though. I'm really glad Jesse introduced us. Me too. You should come by Naked Steel sometime. Our scimitars still have scintillating curves. Special price for a special friend. What do you say? See you there. I'll be waiting and hoping. You thirsty little bottom. Let's go get banged up by a Latin at the club. How many babies drawing body throwing penis?
Name?
I'm with Sunder. The bouncer unclips the velvet ropes and you step inside. I bet he owns the club. Egyptian eye necklace. Very obviously not Egyptian, but Egyptian hieroglyphic tattoos on the neck and her forearms. Snake bite cheat implants. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that she's a dagger. Final answer. She's a dagger. Thunder is venting to a woman sitting next to him in the VIP area. But I just can't feel a real connection, you know? Join the club. And without love, what's the point? Hey, Carl, do you believe in soulmates? I want to. Sunder hesitates, eyeing you. You wonder if you said something wrong.
Uh-huh.
Me too. I just keep getting disappointed. I'm not so sure anymore. Were they not as big as you wanted them to be? And my assumption was correct. So, Isaac is a evasion-based weapon. Sunder is a finisher-based weapon. Finishers cause enemies to bleed. So that means the 3-hit combo that I was doing that had the special attack at the end that I couldn't get to repeat, that is an attack that happens after 3 attacks. So he's combo-oriented. They make it look so easy in the movies. The dungeon is someone's asshole. He's Persian! He's a Culpish, if this game was a little bit more smartly written. The I read that one already. Mom, for their entrails, honey. Leave none away from your slaughter. Thanks, Mom. I'll kill them all. Shipwreck diving. Oh! Romance has been dead for at least 500 years. Just like your bottom. Yeah, so, Carl, this is Mandy. She's my business partner. Co-owner of the club. Oh, it is your club. Charmed, I'm sure. What kind of sword do you turn into again? No, they're a wielder. I told you 5 minutes ago. Are you listening at all? He doesn't seem very based. Actually seems kind of cringe. Jay. You could be helping make jokes.
I've been quiet for like 5 minutes.
I know. The chat misses you. More important, look at this woman.
Okay.
Nothing?
She just likes some chick.
Observation comedy is all about the shit you notice. What'd you say?
Nah.
No, never mind. This is a good song. It's time to dance. I'm feeling healed from my abduction and dungeon outing. What about you? Let's dance. Yes, tonight we dance like we're going to die in 50 years. Whoa!
What? That makes sense.
Jay, you can't insult the game for something the game itself says was cringe. Those are the CinemaSin rules of writing, don't you know? What? We are. Whatever, idiot. Mandy kisses the bouncer on the cheek as she leads you and Sunder to the dance floor. Why would she kiss her own bouncer? Is she
It's
afraid?
probably one of those like hoity-toity cheek kisses.
You mean a European greeting? You can't even do that with people nowadays. Think you're sexually assaulting them. That or they try to kiss you. I've met my pair of thirsty men and women who just try it, and every time I have to kick them in the dick. Thunder mostly sways and sips his drink, but Danny matches with Imagine. It'd be great if you actually animated that game. You can feel the music thumping in your chest. Buy some dance moves. You take your chance, you put your heart into every emotion. Mandy takes it as an invitation to dance very, very close to you. God damn, this is lewd. This is a very lewd face. She wants it. She needs it. And she's taking it. Sunder smiles and leaves the dance floor in the direction of the bathroom. Mandy leans in, her breath warm in your ear. You should really be careful, little one. Sunder eats up lovers one by one. He seems nice, but he's double-edged. I know you said you're looking for a soulmate, so... Believe me, Sunder isn't it. He lies, and he's dangerous. Sunder is using you. Yes! All of you are using me! You're using me! And I want to use you! Part of it is his addiction, but he's too selfish and violent to be a good boyfriend. Then why are you
addiction? His addiction to what? Like sword polish? He's a fucking sword!
Are you talking about drugs? Then why do you want to be his friend? I'd rather be with you. Violent. What would I say in this situation?
Violence?
Fuck no.
Violence!
Fuck no.
Violence!
Fine. In my experience, no matter what they say, people don't change. But I like you. You're sweet. I'm just trying to help. You have fluffy little afro on your head. You look cute. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Good luck. Mandy kisses you on the cheek and leaves. Help! Help! I'm being assaulted by a hot woman! Help! Help! The crowd parts and a sword seems to be dancing its way towards you. This man repaired himself and came back as a sword. Wow. Mandy left, huh? Just us two now. Let's enjoy this moment while we still can. I prefer your human form. I'm leaving too. She warned me to stay away from you. Let's not trigger him right now. I prefer your human form. As you wish. Better. You dance together late into the night until you're breathless and sweaty. Ew. I've gone to clubs and I've actually seen and had people do that, and it's just don't, guys. Eventually the night is over. There's no such thing as the night being over. It's you get tired and you get bored and you decide to go somewhere else. Hey cutie, sorry if I'm too flirty. Jesse said you went on a date. Yeah, I've gone on 3 of them. Also, he should stop talking. It's crazy Jesse has a cousin like you. You can tell me to back off. They had better have treated you well. You only deserve the best, you know. He's a loser, or was in high school. But this is how I am. No offense. You're a good dancer. Don't lie to me. You're the loser, no offense. He's doing fine.
Sure, as long as someone else does the work. Talk to you later, hottie. Don't call me that, please. Talk to you later. No. No! No! Yep. Mom, stop! Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. They only groped me like 5 times on the dance floor instead of 20. Sorry, I'll let you do your thing, but if they hurt you, tell me. Mama will take care of it. They getting a knife, sweetie. They getting a knife. I'm just gonna shwick, 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 and I'm serving it for lunch. You are too. Back off a little. Is that code for something? You are too. Let's go in sometime. And now I can go to the dungeon. The dungeon. And then, of course, his fucking shop. Let's see what kind of weapon this man is. He says he can't be one. Says. The dungeon, the house, the shop shares of dust and oil. You spot Eric behind the register reading a book.
Oh, you came?
Oh, Carl,
Hi.
you came.
I'm so glad you're
Hi.
here.
Slow day?
No. There were lots of customers here before. Really?
I don't believe you, Twink.
Let me give you a tour.
Verona Beach knuckleheads mostly want switchblades and razors, but we carry the finest blades, some you've made on site in my private smithery. I also think classes at Verona Beach College about the history of war. Tell me, what's your favorite weapon? Talwar! Most people know of the scimitar, but you're into rarities,
Ah.
Wait, you mean a weapon person? Right, of course. Look at this man's face! Look at him! You're into weapon people? How fucking
You smell
dare
like
you?
cheese.
Fucking smell like cheese and fucking oil and melted fucking water. Smell like what it feels like to eat popcorn that's burnt. Naturally fascinating wielding someone else in battle, trusting them in your life. Sometimes I wonder who Excalibur would transform into if it was a person. Well, we already know that answer. A hot, big-breasted woman. But then I remember Sun Tzu, and Napoleon, and Genghis Khan. So Sun Tzu, same things. in this world, they would obviously turn into hot anime girls. People win wars, Carl, not weapons. Yes, but what about the people who are wielding the weapons of war, Eric? Did you think of that? Who cares if I'm holding a Latin man with a large penis? He can go in through your chest. Call that thrusting. Weapons are tools. Widows make the decisions, the strategies, the tactics. But the weapons can literally repair themselves from damage in combat because their bodies don't get hurt, their spirits do. So you can actually let the weapon fight for itself. That seems really dumb, Eric. Really dumb. It's like, nah, weapons are won by wars by fighters, not the weapons. And then you're talking all that shit, and then a halberd just comes right down on your fucking head. And a big old bear comes out and he's like, little man. All of this inside of this universe is actually very reasonable. I get what the story's doing, where it's trying to get me to dislike the characters and like other characters, but these red flags, they say, that are noticeable are like normal personality traits. Which I guess is technically praise of the writing? It's weird. It's like, it's very dumb, but it's intentionally written to make them sound dumb because they're petty. I don't know. I'll chalk it up as a thumbs up.
Not to like saying pure humans aren't superior, but the truth is we're better suited to leadership. Pure, or whatever the opposite of hybrid is. I have a little project I think you'd be interested in. I'm forging a new and improved kind of weapon. Way smarter than that idiot Talwar you liked so much. It's much better than that fucking twink you want. I don't know what to call this supreme sword yet. Why? I aspire to be a great swordsmith as Goro Ningwaro Masamune someday. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be better than a fucking Japanese swordsmith. Just a wild guess. Mom's living that thug life. Escalate. Obviously a Nazi. You see, honey, what you gotta do is you gotta shake him in the gut, then break off the blade that you've encrusted in poison. Then you hawk a loogie as if French kissed that motherfucker. Yes, Deus. Yes. Might as well shit in his mouth. Doesn't send a strong enough message. This man gay and dumb, not quirky. I didn't write the script. I'm sorry, Evan. If this blade is my opus, maybe it will deserve that name. Masamune. I bet it'll make me rich too, even though the idea itself is simple. I just want to make a weapon with a little bit of intelligence. Doesn't need its own thoughts and feeling and baggage. Think of it, the ultimate weapon, with all the tactical insights and none of the drama. Makes sense? Thanks for saying. So many wielders are bleeding hearts. But reality is harsh. The way I see it, a perfect servant will always be more loyal than an equal. The sooner you realize you can only rely on yourself, the better warrior you'll be. And he sells supplies. Catch you on the sharp side, cutie. Don't call me that. So I guess you see why I prefer steel weapons. Shut the fuck up, Eric, basic blacksmith. That's turd purpler. I didn't get more crafting supplies. I didn't get more outfits. I'm gonna have to go buy them. To each their own. Exactly. I mean, there isn't anything wrong with weapon people. They're just not for me. Can't really expect a person to sit in a case looking pretty all day. Can you? You can pay them. You could pay them. Right. Okay. Now I can go to the dungeon. This game would have been better if you were a warrior and you had to find your chosen blade and they were all twink boys when you talk to them and you have to choose one to be the big bad man. Eric is the BBEG. I'm calling it now. Big bad evil guy? Did I get that right? Big bad evil guy? I mean, he's a little bit fashy, if you want to use that word, but I would not say he's the big bad evil guy. Sometimes some men and women aren't evil in this world. They're just unbased. And he's kind of unbased. Okay, so Isaac the Estoc and Sunder the Talwar. Do I want to dodge, or do I want to just click buttons? I'll click buttons. Corona Mar, Dungeon Fear Unidentified.
Do you think they sell moisturizer here?
Yes. Every mall spells moisturizer. Also, what a weird piece of dialogue to record. Interesting. Interesting delay time. Okay, that's a finisher. And that's a finisher. I found sugar. The basis of all foods, basically. See, I wish it would actually save those more than just 3. Because if I pick those up, it feels like I'm wasting them. Also, those are projectiles. Stop projectiling your fucking racism at me, televisions! Ah! Damage! So I can at least destroy them out of midair. Only if I'm standing kind of in close to them. It's kind of an okay system, but the fact that the movement is based on the area that I can move through and from, it kind of feels iffy. Like, it feels stiff. Though, I'm gonna need to leave one of them alive so I can actually test something else.
I love how you're getting a black ball thrown at you while holding some guy's sword.
Yes. Also, that's weird. Hold on. Okay, no. I was just holding in the direction of them. You move in the direction that your cursor's pointing. Which is very weird, because if I'm pointing this direction, I'm gonna move in this direction. I feel like they should have made it so that you actually have to attack in the direction that you're moving. I'm trying to just edge one off. Don't say edge one off, Carl.
Of course you are.
Right. Can I... Okay, yes I can. But is that just one or multiple? Okay. So, dodge rolls give you pure invulnerability for every frame of it. And you kind of have to be in the direction that the attacks are flying in. So that means this is a little bit of a Don Maku game. That's not bad. Because it means that there will be enemies and bosses later that will fuck you up. Because there'll be more movement based on dodging and attacking when possible. Also, I'm calling it right now, that's the girl. The hilt is wrapped in several layers of leather and the double-edged blade is chipped.
What the hell? Could you not just, like, grab me without warning?
Hot.
I know tradition is all choose your weapon, but consent is important.
Woman, you're just sitting there on the ground, alone, hurt.
You're a sword!
Okay, I didn't know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to snap. I just am not sure what's going on.
Were you also abducted?
I was out at night, as you do, and then, bam! I'm here, my blade hurts, monsters everywhere.
And did you consent before they made you do lewd and unusual stabbings?
I'm Valeria. Nice to meet you. Sort of.
You were abductive?
I guess so. And damaged, too.
That's okay, your spirit will heal up just fine.
Normally, I'd switch to human form around now, to be polite. But I don't know you. I'm still recovering from whatever just happened. I'd rather play it safe.
Okay, but then why are you talking to me, though? Why don't you just be like, get away from me, freak? And run or float in the opposite direction?
And I'm certainly not going to put myself in a stranger's hands and let you use me.
Okay, but you're hurt, you're in pain, I already have another sword in my hand, you didn't ask if they're a fucking person, but there's a good chance that they are, which means this person trusts me, there's a witness that can help you, there's many factors in hand here, Valeria. You're kind of being a little bit fucking scary. You just gotta be scary.
Just leave the bitch there.
It won't let me, though.
True. I'm the one with the sharp edges, but I'd be trusting you even more.
Oh, but I'm the one with the sharp tongue.
I could use some
That's
extra
not-
cash,
oh.
though, so...
I mean, I'm gonna insult the shit
I'll
out
keep
of
in
her.
touch.
Oh.
Run the comment back through your head. Just run it through your head, and then consider how that would actually sound lewdly. Does that sound comfortable to you?
I know, that's my point. That's what I thought you were saying.
Sometimes
You always say things that make no sense.
Sometimes the comments are always sexual. Sometimes I'm just being an asshole. Also, I could use some extra cash though, so I'll keep in touch. Woo, woo, woo! How alert! How alert! How alert!
Ciao, for now.
More importantly, how you gonna give me your number if you're stuck in your Blade form? What, you're just gonna fucking look me up on the Blade internet?
The Bladernet?
I cannot combo roll. We won like we always do. There is no like we always do. I still don't know you yet. That goes down there. Seems like the fireballs and the magic in general is just basically freely use it for damage kind of shit. That looks like a challenge. That looks like another safe. Might have a weapon in it. No, just treasure. What's in here? Money. Ooh, I can get in the fountain? What's in the fountain? What's in the box? Healing's in the box. Okay, so I'm going to assume that once I get full pickups, I should just leave normal pickups on the ground. Thunder watches the waterfall, mesmerized. Oh, I can really oil my abs in the water. The glisten of how it feels off the light intrigues my soul. Would you like to offer me a gift? Sure. Thank my gaudy drool, you dumb person. Oh, for me? Oh, I feel so special. Sound of the water is almost musical. Not very good for dancing, though. More like trance. You think they have a music for it? I guess it doesn't really exist anymore. Kind of like comic book shops. Malls aren't popular anymore either, and here we are. So anything's possible. Oh well, let's keep going. Abuse me! Line it up, line it up. Okay. So I'm going to assume the way that I should use this early fireball is I should use it as a room clearer. Just let them get in the line and then just blast them. Then just whoop their asses. Sounds like a plan to me. I wonder why it won't let me call my roll. Probably because they thought it was too broken of a mechanic. Which I find strange, because if you're gonna make a game like that, wouldn't you want to allow players to have the ability to use your mechanics as player expressively as possible? Especially if you're going to be all about diversity. This is what I think. Also, I can change weapons in the middle of a dungeon and max out their levels, and then pick up another one and change as well. So it's going to be all about power leveling through dungeons and giving as much experience to a weapon as possible.
or switching it out. So they're going to encourage you to change weapons often. Okay, that works imagine like I think it is. That was a tape recorder with wings. Okay, what is your 3-hit combo? That's the ender. Lunge. Circle. Yeah, circle pound. I can combo them intermittently, so that's cool. More sugar. Vending machine offers several choices. I can get bubble tea, sugar, or whatever the fuck question mark is for $5. I want $5. Push the button and you feel a rumbling beneath your feet. The hole opens up where the vending machine used to be. Mysterious. I'm not gonna go down that yet. This looks like a safe place. Away from your fears. Stop trying to butter me up, Isaac. I don't have any gifts for you. Ice skating. I haven't done this in years. Isaac ties up his skates and you start Wait a minute. Isaac ties up his skates and you start gliding on the ice. Where did you have skates? He holds out his hand. Hold his hand. He smiles and skates just a bit faster, gently pulling you along. When I was 10 or so, my father took my family up to Canada for a winter, so we know what a real cold was like. They mostly hated it, but there was this big frozen lake the kids all skated on. It felt so freeing to be alone out on the ice with just your thoughts, or with a friend that I could trust. Isaac smiles. Maybe that's why I enjoy going to the dunge with you. I'm like a frozen lake? You like to skate on top of me? No, that's not what I meant at all. I have put my foot in my mouth again. I put my foot in it again. That's not what putting your foot in it means. Who? Which member of the team wrote this? That's all I want to know. Who wrote that line? Did they know that that's not what putting your foot in it means? Just meant I appreciate our time together. That's all. You felt an impulse to give a gift, but you don't have anything to give. 'Cause you're cheap. You're cheap, Carl! Skate a bit longer before you return to the dungeon. What level are you on in Angry Birds, Jay? Jay, what level are you on? She's distracted. Or she disconnected. I don't know which one. I haven't been mocked in 5 minutes. Game writing is killing you. Your inner demons want to duel. Okay. That seems a bit interesting. Okay, so that's what they actually meant by just hold. So basically, attack happens, and then I get to block. That's very weird to do on the fly. And the way that this one works, it erases all the attacks on screen. That and I have to actually get hit by the attack while I'm guarding. That one goes down. Lots of mechanics here. Now, this I actually like. Also, did I dodge roll there on accident, or? No. If I hold it down, I don't dodge roll, but if I tap it, I will dodge roll. Now, this system here, this is exactly what I was saying that it should look like. I should actually be able to see the frame of time it takes for me to be able to actually guard, so that I can be able to counterattack. That's well designed. That puts the thought into reactive and haptic feedbacks. Because if I can't tell what the actual timing window is, it's going to be hard to master. Carl, invite me. I want to talk to. Is Jay asleep? I don't know if Jay's asleep.
I'm not.
There you are.
Oh.
Okay. The dodge roll is really... Ooh, secret area. Well, shit, now I have 2 secret areas I want to go inside of. Lunge Attack is really good for pressing on ranged enemies. And his heavy attacks are not useful towards pushing on top of them unless I use the lunge. Getting close on top of them and then guarding to attack them is okay. But more importantly, what door do I go down? I'm gonna go in the one that I paid for. Climb down into the darkness. Secret shopper. That is a lizard. That is a snake. And that is a demon. I gotta save up my money from the dunge. Stop getting defeated by the likes of yous. They allow humans down here now? Psst. Psst. I thought this place was exclusive.
Ah.
Vitas Varnas. That is Latin for something. Vitas Varnas. Well, first, it's the name of a Australian actor. And Vitas Varnas is actually the name of a character who appears in Cthulhu Mythos playing games and supplements. From Pax Shulathania, and then from Call of Cthulhu in the Sassoon Files. An eccentric character that helps characters either with hints or assets. But I know Vitas is Latin for something. Vitas Varnas is a recurring character appearing in a number of games. Prominently appears in Boyfriend Dungeon as shopkeeper for the store Heart of Verona and in Mages of Mistralia. Other cameos and other things. Vitas, in English, Latin English dictionary. Vitas, second personal singular, present active indicative of vito, you avoid, you shun, namely things as ad vitam, to eternal life, ad vitam at capam, for eternal life are until fault, ars longa vitas brevis, art is long, life is short, cresat sententia vita excolator, let knowledge grow, let life be enriched, curriculum vitae, biography, course of life, curriculum, and set scene vita partis, died in the lifetime of the father. And Vitas, connected to the word Varnas. Varnas. It says no direct translation. I'm just gonna look it up like this. Varnas, Latin. Varnas, plural of Varna. And Varna, each of the 4 Hindu castes, Brahm, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. So, Vitai Varnas means sect of life. Hard. Okay. That's a deep cut joke. That's a deep cut joke. Why? That's a deep cut joke. That's just a deep cut joke. Be happy, Carl. Not as cringe as you thought it was going to be. Special equipment. So these are gifts. Digital camera, probably better than the one you use in your phone, probably. Blue lipstick. When you're so blue, even your kisses make someone else blue, too. Crimson lipstick. Bold, yet classic. Bomber jackets. Female bomber jackets. And that's it. Secret shop. That lets me buy gifts and equipment. Or clothes. Yeah. I wonder what would have been. I wonder what would have been in the hole in the wall. Ow. I was gonna try to block scum that, but I did not succeed. Okay, door. Where's the door? It means he wants to bang you! I don't believe that. You have many secret areas you want to get to. Yes. I actually kind of don't like it that it won't let me go backwards. Or that starts a new area. Because if it gives me the option to get multiples, it should be something that is very obviously, okay, you can use this, go to the next area, or this is a little side area on top of the original floor of the dungeon. The fact that it lets me go there beforehand is kind of just, eh. It's rather rude to drift off into daydreams, I guess, at hand. Oh, shut up, Isaac! I need to stop getting hit. No fears to be found here, it seems. Big cat statue. Isaac looks up at the sculpture thoughtfully. It's lovely. I often like to think of cats when I'm dancing. Yes, I also too think of a feline object. They have such poise and grace, especially when they hunt. But perhaps you prefer dogs. I like all animals. Even snakes? Yuck, you must be a saint. No, I just don't have phobias and fears. To animals. He touches her hand and he smiles. You feel an impulse to give a gift, but you don't have anything to give. Shall we resume? Another chest. Everything has a purpose. I don't. We're posting. Ding-a-ling. And another chest. Fried mackerel recipe. Ah, this will get my bread game up. Ah, shit. Aw. Ate my fucking attack. And they're just blocking the door.
They're just blocking the door. Also, I feel like that's cheating. I shouldn't be able to attack through the wall like that. Oh well, game's letting me do it. And I got bit. Focus. For a build that is very much based around being able to... Nice. It's around being able to dodge. It doesn't feel comfortable to dodge with him. Also, wow, that's a lot of levels. That is a lot of levels. Hey, you up? Jesse said you're fighting your inner demons in the dungeon. Hey, cuz. I'd like to practice more parries. And then some thrusts. So it's kind of like therapy, but with swords? I don't know Sunder well, but I often practice at the mission. Yeah, fucking read these things. Jesse said you're fighting inner demons at the dungeon, so it's kind of like therapy with swords. Yeah? Well, that's good. It sounds healthier than I thought. At least if you don't take any permanent damage. Therapy is important. Especially when you're feeling on edge. I never told you this, but I went to therapy for 12 years. It helped me grow and level up as a person. 12 years? Are you okay, Ma? I try to do the same. I just like to fight! If my people were hot, if my weapons were hot people, I'd like fighting more too. Madre. Want to meet up sometime? Hey, this is that dagger you met? Name's Larry. You want to meet up sometime? Yeah. Yeah. Care to join me? Okay. I'll be in the sanctuary of Sandrogo. Who is Sandrogo? I don't know Sunder well. I heard he doesn't have the best track record, so just be careful, okay? Thanks, Dad. Ha! Sorry. I was just looking out for you, cuz. Hey, you up? Uh-huh. Maybe. Maybe. I was just feeling extra sharp today. Pixar, it didn't happen. They made him a fuckboy. That's cute. That's cute. That's actually good writing. A+, but not an S. I want to say that I'm blushing, but it's more than that. Maybe I'll show you more next time. See you in the dungeon. Now, weapons. Combo list. Light combos, heavy combos. So I was correct. Light combos and heavy combos can very much depend on how many button clicks. That's fine. Same thing there. I guess it's gonna be all about knowing how to use the attacks of light and heavy when I'm supposed to. I used to gack bitches on the 904 freeway. It was called the Bratwurst Butcher. It was therapeutic, Mom. Bro, if that was what my mother actually did for work rather than just being a fed, that'd be great. That would have been wonderful. I forgot to make my recipe. Get back in the house. You have to make shit. Can't just show up to dates lazy and shit. We gotta make stuff. Also, how does that make fried mackerel?
The fuck? The recipe for fried mackerel was fucking wires and sugar. Am I trying to kill them? Also, I can't make the recipe again. Wow. So I have to find unique recipes in order to make GIFs? That's kind of ass. That's kind of ass. I guess that's to prevent you from saves coming. Because then that just makes me think that there's gonna be more shit later. I know there's gonna be multiple weapon types, but it's kind of like confusing for now, I guess. I have fabric I can buy here. They're offering new clothes to buy. I will buy some fabric. You never know when you're gonna need it. It's a tactic I like to use sometimes in games that have the ability to farm. Just start buying excess shit. Throw it away for another day. Oh, Carl, find busy time in your love life to stop by? Stop being jealous, you bottom. Making a wire, buy plastic, buy some steel. Oh, this I can actually get this in trade for fabric. And there's a perfect example why I buy shit. I don't need it though. I want to get some of this though. Never know when I'm gonna need some steel. So his shop is the crafting supply store. This is a place to buy fabric, and this is a place to get tickets. I'm assuming for dates. And I can just go back to the dungeon if I want, but I suppose the dating opportunities are the only way forward, because otherwise they'll never level up. I'll level up, but not the weapon. I'm not reading that out, Evan. The Church Sanctuary makes a surprisingly good combat training space. You're improving, but your parry is actually a bit too consistent. You could try going a bit slower or faster, or try a new parry direction. I'm ignoring the opportunities in that joke. Surprise is the spice of life in fencing. Go on, take a stab at it. Parry quickly, parry diagonally, throw your weapon. Parry diagonally. Right. Just like that, perfect form. Just lovely. Are you flirting with me? Certainly not. I do think you're attractive, but I mean the comment purely professionally, I assure you. Now, let us resume. You practice parries and lunges for a while. Nice work. You even have me sweating. Now I'm just getting started, buddy. You launch into a new duel. He didn't spare you an inch. He deflects every thrust, easily knocking them aside and scoring on you. Have mercy, please.
Oh?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been a selfish teacher, haven't I? I was pushing your boundaries rather carelessly. I didn't mean to show off. I get impatient sometimes, I suppose. And you handled me rather well, I must say. Innuendos. Love rank 2. And I was right about what I was saying. Ooh, I get to choose, and it's not a forced choice. So, riposte timing is more forgiving, and riposte knocks enemies back even further. I'm gonna go ahead and say having the timing be more forgiving is okay. And if you don't care about that, disengage is also useful because it means you've mastered the timing, so you can reward yourself by being able to knock enemies back further to give yourself space, which is definitely a fucking problem with this weapon. Why are we in a church? We could continue or take a break. How are you feeling? Why are we in a church? He takes off his fencing jacket, looking around, perfectly wearing his shirt just open, just so. My mother raised me in this church. It's a comforting place. She used to watch me stab motherfuckers in the pews every single day, and twice after Sunday Mass.
Mother Jenkins just was talking a little bit too much shit, and I had to get her wise, you know what I'm saying? I'm not reading those ones out, Evan. I'm definitely not reading those ones out. If dungeons were your family tradition, church was ours, I guess. Yes, and every other black family, I guess. Did your family go to church often, Jay? Jay. 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 She's not at her microphone, I think. Thinking about it, my family wasn't actually very religious at all. Not realistically. Most of the time, my mother took people to church more as a way to keep up a family tradition than really having one. Checked the community deeply, but I wasn't very religious. There are so many mysteries in this life, Carl. Some people suffer. Other people become swords. A purpose is helpful. Do you believe in a god of some kind? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Then you understand, I hope, the allure of something greater, deeper, longer, girthier. Our beliefs are quite different, but at least we can believe that love is power. Not just love. Not just lust. Real, generous, patient love. Put that claymore away, sweetie. We're in a church. Use your side sword. Use your parrying dagger, honey. Stab with your shoulder blade, not with your hips. I'd like to think that love can connect everyone, no matter what deity we believe in. Or don't. There are so many suffering people. I want to help them all. Me too, buddy, me too. I know you look like talking business, and I see it more as a powerful tool. I started Brooks Associates to Healthy Inequality, but most wealthy people aren't interested. Yeah! They probably wouldn't be interested in redistributing their wealth, Isaac. Come on. He releases a long exhalation, shaking his head. Anyways, I wanted to thank you for handling my father so gracefully before. Vincent can be a difficult man. Lots of saber rattling. Is he a... Yes! My mother was the only one who could wield him. The comedic timing. Oh, the comedic timing. I don't think he used that form since she passed. I can barely talk to him at all. He wants what he thinks is best for me. Still, I should try to say something. But no matter how sharp I get, I can never get in a word in edgewise. How do you work up the courage to go into the dungeon, even when you're afraid? I just plunge in, honey. I just plunge in.
Oh?
Yeesh. I tried that with Vincent once as a teenager. It did not end well. He parried all my strokes. I think I still have a scar on my hilt from that scuffle. It was an accident, but still. We all have our own strategies for survival. Even in human form, I find it easier to parry than to go on the offensive. A crowd starts filtering in. Perhaps the service will start soon.
Oh?
Oh, out of time already. How it flies. Next time, I'll make sure we don't get interrupted. I bet you won't. Would you like to offer a gift? Yes. Eat my fish, black man. You like that? Oh, you know me so well. Thank you. Good day, Carl. Be well. You head home. I found you another date. Was thinking of going to the park. Want to go to the club again?
That's what I'm choosing for. I'm choosing him for the fuckboy voice. You free? You probably met her already. I probably have. Thank you for coming to practice. I was so worried when you went off on your VB on your own. I'm so pleased with your progress. Okay, let's read this bullshit. Makes me proud, my little baby bird flying on their own. You don't miss me? Are you serious right now? Of course! You're the love of my life, you know that. I try to stay out of your way. But this is important. Independence is part of growing up. I'll be here when you need me. You'll always be my kiddo. Thanks, Mom. Hearts. What's the right emoji to use? You don't need to use emojis. Party poppers. Praying hands, eggplant. I'm choosing this unless Jay stops me. Jay. 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 Ah. She might not have her headsets in. Or she just might be passed out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Jay ain't stopping nobody. I don't know. Jay is dead. Now it's time for the incursion of Evan. So just random stuff? Okay. Knife, fire. Let us go to the dungeon. Wanna go to the club again? Yeah. It's a date. I'm all yours. You free? Sounds good. See you by the pond. You probably met her already. Is she cute? Obviously. Go to the Paradise Lost tomorrow at afternoon. She'll meet you there. She'll wear her blue jacket. Great. And don't forget to smile. The fake smiles are bad. Never mind. Smiling optional. But I have a great smile. And then we leave. So yeah, Pacifica Park, La Rosa, and Paradise Lost. Let's go to the park first. Let's go meet the dagger. Arrive at the park, but you don't see anyone at first. Then you notice a small metallic gleam on the bench nearby. Hello? It's a painting woman! Ah, that's better. Huh. She stops and gives... Oh, I was wrong about it being the same girl. That's oh well. She stops and looks and gives a piercing look up and down. Huh? Hey, wow. I really didn't get a proper look at you in the dungeon. You're cute. That's direct. I'm a direct kind of person. Just tell me if it bothers you, though.
Thanks.
By the way, thanks for meeting me in public. I know you're the one who rescued me, but still, I don't know how I got down there. Or how my blade got chipped. In an ironic twist, someone's clearly backstabbed me. So I'm a little jumpy. Besides, safety first, just in case you're an axe murderer. Still, again, sword, wielder, people, stuff. Terrified. Also, I don't think this is a white woman. I'm pretty sure this is Arabic of some design. That seems to be a running theme with a lot of games. In an attempt to be progressive in that way, they usually make characters non-white and sometimes
overly representative of different groups. So far, we've had Middle Eastern woman, Middle Eastern man, black man. I don't even know what the fuck to call Jesse. Fat Asian. And now we have, I'm gonna go ahead and say South American woman. Because a lot of those, well, the glove, the outfit itself, the bomber jacket, and the jewelry is actually a South American fashion trend. So I'm gonna say Colombia.
Huh.
Or Cuba. Although I suppose it might make you turn out to just be an axe. That'd be a problem if you were. That'd be hypocritical given my own. She leans in closer and lowers her voice dramatically. Situation. So what is it? You know, your deal. You can tell me. I won't judge you. I just prefer to know up front before anything happens. So something's going to happen? Oh, come on. We both know why you came here. What you're hoping for.
Do we?
Don't we? Are we? I'm sorry, I'm confused now. A man approaches, eyeing you suspiciously. Yeah. This man looks like he came right out Yakuza.
Can we help you?
Hey.
Everything alright, V?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything's peachy, thanks. See you later. The man stares you down for a moment longer before moving on. Sorry, that's a friend, checking to see if I haven't been axe murdered. Yet, anyways. Look, don't take this the long way. Your story's too convenient. You're from out of town, a newbie, never dated before, yet you're also charming and apparently great at combat. Something doesn't add up. Nobody's called me charming. That's sweet, but I have trouble believing it. The truth is, we barely know each other. Also, how the fuck did you learn anything about me, woman? The fuck? Christ. She stands. You know you have to say something or we'll never see her again. Get to know me then. You feel a little breathless at your own daring, but Valeria's eyes warm a little. I suppose that's why I gave the Verona Beach new friends. Escape! Enemies nearby get confused when you roll out of sight. We'll have to get used to that combat, and if you turn out to be an evil mastermind, well, keep your enemies close, right? Right? Right. Right. C'est la vie. Are they making her French? Is that what's happening here? Because this does not look like a French woman to me. Her eyes are not nearly far enough apart. I feel an impulse to give a gift, but I don't have any to give.
Ciao.
But in one last wary look, she stalks away through the park. You head home. Enemies get confused by your cake. On your way home, you find a rose on your doorstep. The note reads, "Thinking of you, Eric." You carry it inside. Next time at Real Date. Hey, what's up? Wonder where I don't accuse you of being a murderer. Having a good day? Or an axe, though I knew a nice one once. Anyway, I think my blade is mostly healed. Congrats. Glad to hear it. Jay. I think she might legitimately have passed out. I'm going to let her sleep that off if she is asleep. I have no clue. I'll let you know when I have a date breaking thing to go on. Let's go to the dungeon meanwhile. Let me in, Carl. Let me spice up the stream with my great wit. I don't know about that one, Evan. It is late. Ish, kind of. Maybe tomorrow.
How long have I been live for? 2 hours? Yeah. I think I'm gonna end it right there. Finished reading these messages. Having a good day. Don't send me things. Thanks for the rose. Shrug. No need to thank me. A person like you deserves appreciation. My business is doing well, so I'm generous. Come by the shop sometime. If you don't hate me. Combo list. Ooh, this is a 4-hit combo. Not bad. Okay, I'm gonna play more of this later on in the morning. Jay awakened to the sound of French cake rolls. Gravy 4 button clicks. Yeah, it's actually fine. If everything was 3 button clicks, that would be fine, but everything having button diversity means that if they have different speeds, tempos, and movements, movement and combat on the weapon is going to be based around actually flowing, because you don't necessarily have to click multiple parts. At least we can play Talisman if you're not going to sleep yet. No, not today. Maybe tomorrow. Possibly tomorrow, because I think I need to talk to Charza about something later. And then after that, check in on Jay, and then do things. Then maybe tomorrow. I'm not putting it off. It's just there are things that I have already promised to do and have already planned to do. Is he doing okay? He is having what we would call a crisis of faith. So I need to talk to him because he needs emotional support. Alright, I'm leaving, everyone. I'm going. I'm leaving. But first, let me see if there's somebody alive that I can actually send you to. One of us. I don't think there is. No, there is not. That is unfortunate. Well, I'm leaving, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow. I love you all. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm leaving.